Hi y'all, and welcome to the Crazy Sock Lady YouTube channel. My name is Kayla and this is my channel where I share all about my making adventures. Today I have knitting and crochet to share with you. I have a couple of finished objects, a few new started projects. So let's just jump right in and get started with all the things. So you can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as The Crazy Sock Lady, and I will have links right down below this video for everywhere that you can find me, as well as links to Ravelry project pages for everything that I'm going to show you. If you have a question about what pattern, needle size, hook size, yarns used, something that I forget to mention or you want more details on, that's the best place to find that, and I always have those linked in the description box for you. I will also have any shops that I talk about linked down below. So first, I should do June stats, shouldn't I? Or no, I should not do June stats because we're in June. I should do May stats. I did not really finish a lot. When I sat down and I was like, oh my goodness, it's already the end of May, and I pulled them up to look. I finished 4 things in the month of May. So I finished 3 pairs of socks, and then I finished my reading shawl. So 3 socks and 1 shawl, all knit. Grams in, I had 670 grams come in, and then grams out, I had 1,091.1 grams. So more out than in. It was a win for the month, and finished for 4 items. Definitely a change from previous months. Life's been pretty busy. So I've got June started. I've already finished 2 things for June, but it was just toes that needed done on socks. So those were mostly knit in the month of May, just technically finished in June. So we can go ahead and chat about those. It is 2 pairs of socks. So I finished off, this is the West Yorkshire Spinners Sparkle Silent Night colorway. And this is sold out on Woolly Thistle, which is the website that I always link down below for West Yorkshire Spinners. So that is sold out. They do have a ton of other sparkle and Christmas, because this is under their Christmas holiday colorways, and they have a ton of other ones. I pulled a few out back there that I was kind of thinking of casting on one of them, but then I'm debating on waiting for July for a Christmas in July cast on, so not sure. But I did pull out, this is Vintage Tinsel and Nutcracker. So these are the only other 2 sparkle ones that I have. I have a few other of their holiday collection that are non-sparkle, but I pulled these out and I double checked. These are still in stock. The Silent Night does have an option for them to notify you when it's available if you want to get on that list to see when it is back in stock. But I just wanted to make sure I let y'all know. Last time I checked this morning, it was out of stock. But they do have some other beautiful colorways, so I will still link them down below for you. So for these, I did these Vanilla Socks 9-inch circulars, US 0.2mm, just following my Vanilla Socks on 9-inch circulars pattern. I did change the ribbing from the pattern. This is a knit 2 purl 2 ribbing for 25 rounds. For the leg, I did 70 rounds by accident. I had intended to do 60. I don't know how I ended up with 70, but 70 round leg, so it is a very long leg on these, and then just the heel flap, gusset, toe, all that's in the pattern. These are so, so pretty. They're showing up a little bit of a brighter blue on camera than they actually are, but that's pretty accurate right there when it's back. So pretty. So yes, I will probably cast on another one of the colorways that I have from West Yorkshire Spinners very soon. I don't know, I'm just really enjoying that yarn right now. So I'm gonna leave those over there that I pulled out. Maybe you'll see those as a new cast on here soon. The other pair of socks that I finished are the May Yarnable socks, these bright, crazy socks. For these, I did them 2 at a time on magic loop using a 40-inch US 1 2.25mm Chalgu needle. I do have a tutorial. I've had a lot of questions about that. I do have a tutorial for 2 at a time on magic loop here on the YouTube channel under the tutorial playlist. I just followed the Vanilla Socks on Magic Loop pattern. Again, changed the ribbing though to a knit 2 purl 2, 25 rounds, 60 rounds for the leg for this. And then the heel flap and toe that are in the pattern. So I had a lot of fun with those also. I finished the Silent Night socks first, I think. The next day I finished the Yarnable socks, and then I had no socks on the needles. None at all. Finished the Yarnable ones right before bed. So went to bed with no socks on the needles. It was very strange to wake up, sit down for my Bible reading, and not have a pair of socks on the needles to pick up and work on. So that day, I did later on in the day though, cast on a new pair of socks. So this is in a bag that was a gift that I just recently got in the mail from Danielle of Midwest Stitches. It is so pretty. Her shop is no longer open, but she sweetly gifted me this, and I love the stars on the inside of this. So I started a pair of socks with yarn that I showed, might have been like the episode before last, I can't remember now. That was sent to me by Stitchin' with Yarn. This is in her Hummingbirds colorway, and it is fingering weight. Her sock base, 75-25, and I just have a little bit of a cuff done. Just knit 2 purl 2 ribbing, US 0 2mm 9-inch circulars, ChowGoo needles. I don't know if I'm doing vanilla socks or a pattern. I have not decided yet, but right now I just have a little bit of a cuff done. They'll probably be vanilla socks since they're the only pair I have going right now. That way they're good to do at any point in time, pretty much. So that's the only sock that's a go on right now. That's it. I have a new crochet project that I started. So let's show that next because the bag is open down here. This is in a bag from Bags by Awesome Granny. And I started a granny wrap that is going to be for my niece. So in the bag here, I just have a ton of row 1 minis. Let's see if I can show here. It is full of row 1 minis. I took all the packages. I had 4 packages, and then that had not been opened, and then part of a package I had previously used some out of. So I took all those, dumped them in here so that this can be very scrappy, very wild, which is what I love and what she loves when it comes to things like that. So yeah, they're all down inside of here. All of them. I mean, it's pretty full. And I got started. I've only done 1 mini. This one I had used a little bit of in another project. So this was not a full 10 gram mini. My row 1 for this month is actually out for delivery today. So I should have that to show you next week. And if you're not familiar with row 1, it is a mini skein subscription service. I'll have it linked down below, and I believe, let me pull up on my computer here. Okay, it is for 20% off. So there's going to be a link and a coupon code. The code is Crazy Sock Lady, and that'll get you 20% off your first month. All that'll be down there in the description box for you. If you want to check row 1 out, it's a great way to try out new dyers, build your mini skein stash up if you need some things for scrappy projects. And so this is what I have started. The pattern is it is Granny Wrap by Annaboo's House. And I did this a few years ago during December with an advent calendar and some scraps, I think. I can't remember what all I used in it. But it is written for a different weight of yarn. I just use a 3.5mm crochet hook. I have my Tulip Etimo crochet hook here. I love, 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 love these crochet hooks. Cannot recommend them enough. They are my favorite. I have quite a few sets of them. So I have these linked on my Amazon storefront if you're looking for those. I know they have those available there. So I grabbed my crochet hook, 3.5mm, and just followed the pattern as it's written, just using a different weight yarn, fingering weight, and a different size crochet hook. So this is what I have so far. It is very tiny, so cute. nice little start. So my plan is just to magic knot these as I add a new one in. I do have a tutorial for that under the tutorial playlist. And I'm just gonna reach down in there, grab a mini, magic knot it, and keep crocheting. I am one, when it comes to scrappy projects, I don't typically like ever plan a ton of things out or figure out what colors are gonna come next. I just love the mindless grab and crochet or knit. So that's what I'm doing with this. I'm just gonna grab one and add it in, and I think it'll be beautiful, and I think she will love it. This might be her birthday gift for this year, because I'm thinking, I mean, I was a crocheter long before I was a knitter, and I crochet very quickly. But with life schedule, work schedule, all the things going on right now, I don't know that this will be something that gets done quickly. So this might end up being her birthday gift this year. I have always done sweaters for her in the past, but I think this year it'll be a granny wrap. I think she'll love it because she's commented on mine a few times that she would like one. So I think this will be a perfect birthday gift for her. I have worked on my crochet granny stripe blanket. Like 4 rows maybe, I think. I'm gonna pull it out and we'll see, because I did have a marker in there, a progress keeper showing where I was, so we will see how much I've gotten done. This is in a bag by the Fat Squirrel. And for this one, I think I have a tutorial linked. It's been so long since I've looked at the project page for this. I have a tutorial linked. It's not my tutorial, but it is one that shows how to do this blanket. I have my magic knot tutorial linked on that page. The amount that I chained to start, which was 300. And I'm using a 2.5 millimeter crochet hook for this one. So this one, it is a little bit denser, the fabric, than the granny wrap. Is that the crochet hook? Now that I say that, I am second guessing. I've got my Ravelry pulled up here. I wonder, okay, no, I did use a 3.5 millimeter for my last granny wrap. I wanted to double check and make sure I hadn't used a 2.5 since that's what I'm using for this blanket, but okay, we're good. So when I pulled this out last week, I did not think I had any magic knot balls. I knew I did not have any in this bag. I didn't think I had any done up and ready to go, but in my Cozy Memories blanket bag, that's one of these that's back here, I had one, and it is a pretty good size. I've worked a little bit off of it. You'll see how much I've done. It's not much, but I had a magic knot ball ready to go, and I kind of think that this will be maybe more than enough to finish this blanket off. I might just go ahead and add the rest in. It'll just make the blanket a little bit longer. I am the shortest person in my house, so if it's a little bit longer, that's not a bad thing. So I might just go ahead and finish this off. And then once I do finish that off, I will probably just call it good however long it is, because honestly right now it would work for me. I would like it a little longer. So yeah, I'll probably just finish that off. So let's see how much I got done. Where's the marker? I did 4 rows. I was right. So I have a progress keeper on here. This was one that if you're new here, I used to have a shop where I sold notions, and then it grew to sell yarn and bags and all kinds of needles and all kinds of things. But this was one of the things that was in my shop way back in the day. Let's see here if I can turn it around. It says every Sunday is Scrappy Sunday, because that was also something that I used to do all the time, but I have not done in ages, is work on scrappy projects on Sunday for Scrappy Sunday. So 4 rows, basically what you see with the pink here is what I have done since last week. Not bad, because I only worked on this a couple of days, I think. I'm actually going to move that up now to this last finished row here. So we'll see if I get anything done on it between now and next week, especially now that I've started the granny wrap. I'm like, was this a good idea? I probably should have finished this blanket first and then started the granny wrap, but I just could not resist. Once I got all those minis dumped in that bag, I had to at least start it. So now maybe I should focus on this blanket, get it done, especially because my, knitting, crocheting, making time in general is so limited now that maybe I should focus more on one thing at a time. We will see how that goes. I'm not used to having to focus on just one thing at a time, as you know, if you've been here for a while. All right, but that's my granny stripe blanket. I'm using the same kind of crochet hook as the granny wrap, just in a 2.5 millimeter needle. I did not bring it down. It is, or not needle, hook. It is upstairs on the table by the sofa. So that's the only other thing that's been getting any attention right now. I did receive the June Yarnable in the mail yesterday. It is still pretty early in the month, so if you have not received it, you can look away. I won't give away any details about it, but you can look away, and then I will tell you when you can look back. But I'm going to show it right now. So if you haven't received it, you don't want it to be spoiled, that's your last warning to look away. Here is the June Yarnable. It is so pretty. It's so fun. Okay, you can look back if you were looking away. I won't give away any details because it is still pretty early on in the month. Yarnable is a yarn subscription service, kind of like the Row one, but it's a skein of yarn. You can customize if you want fingering weight, DK weight, 1 skein, 2 skeins, I think it's like an additional 50 gram skein and a coordinating collar. So there are different options for it. I will have a link down below and a coupon code for them. They are not always open to new members. So what you can do is head over to the website, hit notify me, and they'll kind of put you on a wait list. And then when spots open up, they will email you and let you know that you can head over to the website and sign up. And then you can use that coupon code at any time to get $5 off of your first Yarnable month. They do have options for the box with extras, and they're always so much fun and so cute. I, for a while now, have been getting just the yarn. I love that they have that option because for me, those extras can sometimes kind of pile up, and it's nice to take just a little bit of a break for a few months and just get the yarn. So I need to decide what I'm doing with the Yarnable for this month. It's so beautiful. I think it would be so pretty in so many different things. So I've kind of been throwing around like a muscle burra or socks. I'm undecided. Since I got it yesterday, I just can't make up my mind what I want to do with it. But you'll probably see it cast on in something by next week, I would say. Was there anything else? I cannot believe I forgot to say this. There is a pattern sale going on right now. This is for the month of June. So I've been doing a pattern of the month for a little while and discounting one of my older designs 25% off. And I thought for the month of June, since I'm not doing summer sock camp this year, there's not like a big pattern sale for summer sock camp. Let's just do a full pattern sale, like on all the patterns of mine. So this is good on Etsy and Ravelry. It is 25% off until the end of the month. There is no code needed. It's automatically applied, and I'll make sure to have the links for both of those places where my patterns are available in the description box for this video. So no like specific pattern of the month, but you can just choose to get any of them for 25% off. And I've had a lot of questions about the new pattern I was working on. I am still working on like all of the back end stuff for that. It's kind of taken a backseat if I'm being honest, just because we've had so much going on and I'm settling into a new routine with working. I did go back to work outside of the house part-time, so I am settling into a new routine with that. So I'm hoping it'll still be out this summer, and as soon as it's ready, I will of course let y'all know. But just with life, it has taken a little bit of a backseat, so still in progress, and when there is an update, y'all will know. I think that's all I have today. I hope that y'all are having a good week and that you have a great weekend, and I will see y'all again soon. Until then, happy making and God bless you. Bye.